Welcome and introduction. Hello and welcome to this video on applying Stoic philosophy to manage social anxiety in everyday situations. If you struggle with nervousness, fear of judgment or embarrassment during social interactions, this video will offer powerful wisdom and strategies from ancient Stoic philosophers to help you overcome these challenges. The Stoics, a school of Greek philosophers dating back to around 300 BC, developed a practical system of logic and ethics aimed at achieving tranquility and resilience amidst life's challenges. Though their teachings originated centuries ago, their core principles remain highly relevant and applicable to modern life. In this video, we'll explore key Stoic concepts and techniques to reduce social anxiety and boost confidence in situations like conversations, public speaking, networking events, and more. Along the way, I'll share insights from great Stoic thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, whose profound understanding of the human condition continues to inspire us. Why Stoicism is valuable for social anxiety. The brilliance of Stoic philosophy lies in its simplicity and relatability. Anyone can understand and apply these teachings to their own experiences to find meaningful solutions. To make these ideas resonate, I'll also share contemporary examples alongside the ancient wisdom. Understanding social anxiety. Social anxiety affects millions worldwide. It is characterized by feelings of nervousness, fear of judgment, or embarrassment in social settings. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." For many, social anxiety manifests through physical symptoms like a racing heart, sweaty palms, a shaky voice, or even nausea. These reactions can lead people to avoid social situations, such as public speaking, meeting new people, or attending gatherings. Overcoming social anxiety requires dedication, but the rewards are immense. Imagine confidently pursuing a new job, speaking up in meetings, or attending events without being consumed by anxious thoughts. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." With guidance from Stoic principles, we can reframe social anxiety, not as a crippling obstacle, but as an opportunity for growth and mastery over our minds. The Stoic dichotomy of control. One of the most fundamental concepts in Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, the idea that we have control only over our own thoughts, judgments, and actions. Everything else, the behavior of others, external events, or outcomes, is beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius expressed it succinctly: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Applying the dichotomy of control to social anxiety. When it comes to social anxiety, much of our fear stems from trying to control the uncontrollable, how others perceive us, whether they judge or reject us, or if something embarrassing happens. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're about to give a presentation at work. You might think, "What if I mess up my words?" Or, "What if people think I'm incompetent?" These worries arise from wanting to control how the audience perceives you. However, this is beyond your control. What you can control is your preparation, how you regulate your emotions and self-talk, your response to whatever happens during the presentation. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Rather than agonizing over what you cannot control, focus your energy on maintaining preparation, poise, and a rational perspective. Another example. Conversations with new people. Meeting someone new can trigger anxious thoughts like, "What if they don't like me?" Or, "What if I say something awkward?" Remember, their perception of you is outside your control. However, You can control your inner calm using techniques like box breathing. Your actions, such as making eye contact and listening attentively, what you choose to say or not say, focusing on what you can control shifts your energy away from worry and toward empowerment. Conclusion. The philosophy of Stoicism offers a robust framework for overcoming social anxiety. By focusing on what is within your control and reframing anxiety as an opportunity for growth, you can navigate social situations with greater confidence and composure. Stay tuned for practical techniques and further examples to help you embrace these Stoic principles in your daily life. Thank you for watching, and let's continue this journey to tranquility and resilience together. Practicing rational thinking to overcome anxiety. At the core of social anxiety lie irrational thoughts and cognitive distortions that fuel fear and nervousness. As Epictetus wisely stated, man is disturbed not by things but by the views he takes of them. Our minds can spin anxious stories and worst-case scenarios about social situations that have no basis in reality. The Stoics recognize that while we cannot always control our initial gut reactions, we can exercise control over how we process and respond to those thoughts and feelings. Let's explore an example. Imagine you're at a party and you see a group of people you don't know well. Anxious thoughts might begin to surface. They're going to think I'm awkward and weird if I try to talk to them. I'll just embarrass myself. Your mind is catastrophizing a hypothetical interaction that hasn't even occurred. This irrational view is causing your distress and anxiety. A Stoic approach would be to pause, take a deep breath, and question those anxious thoughts rationally. Is it true they will definitely think I'm weird just for being friendly? Do I have evidence to say that with certainty? Even if they did judge me negatively, how significant would that be in the grand scheme of things? Have there been times I assumed people judged me harshly, but they actually didn't? By calmly interrogating your fears using Socratic questioning, you can weaken their hold over you. You'll recognize that these distressing thoughts are not facts, but rather pessimistic predictions. As Seneca aptly said, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. With consistent practice, regulating your mind this way allows you to break free from anxious mental loops. You become more grounded in the present reality of social situations rather than being hijacked by worst-case scenarios. Building confidence through virtue. A core tenet of Stoicism is the belief that true confidence and self-respect come from living a virtuous life. Epictetus boldly declared, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By aligning your thoughts and actions with virtues like courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom, you build an inner strength that becomes unshakable in the face of social anxiety. The virtue of courage. Social fears often stem from a desire to avoid discomfort. We don't want to feel anxious, judged, or embarrassed, so we dodge certain situations altogether. However, the Stoics argued that psychological discomfort is inevitable in life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." Avoiding discomfort allows fears to control us rather than our higher, rational minds. True courage involves leaning into anxiety and taking wise action for a higher purpose. For example, having an honest conversation with a friend about a relationship issue, even if it makes you nervous, raising your hand to speak in a meeting when you have something valuable to contribute, introducing yourself to someone new at an event, even if your heart is pounding. Each courageous action reinforces your belief in your ability to handle life's challenges. As English novelist William Makepeace Thackeray said, "Bravery never goes out of fashion." The virtue of wisdom. Wisdom, another key Stoic virtue, empowers self-governance. A wise person has perspective. They avoid rash judgments and don't let irrational thoughts or emotions, like social anxiety, control them. For example, a wise person might observe their anxious feelings and think, "This is just an instinctive response based on irrational fears about the unknown. It doesn't have to control me." They regulate their mind and body through techniques like negative visualization, self-talk, and conscious breathing. As the Stoics reminded us, no approach is made, nor can a thing be hunted down without effort or sacrifice. This means achieving a goal, like social confidence, requires effort, persistence, and practice. By continually catching and reframing anxious thoughts, you prevent them from running rampant. The virtue of temperance. Temperance involves exercising restraint, moderation, and self-discipline. This is especially vital for managing social anxiety, which often feels like a loss of control. Someone acting with temperance remains composed in the heat of social interaction. They are not overwhelmed by anxious emotions or reactive behavior. Instead, they maintain their poise and presence, navigating situations with grace and self-awareness. Conclusion. Through the virtues of courage, wisdom, and temperance, Stoicism provides a powerful toolkit for overcoming social anxiety. By challenging irrational fears, practicing self-discipline, and aligning your actions with higher values, you can build lasting confidence and mastery over your mind. With consistent effort, you'll find yourself approaching social situations not with fear, but with calm, clarity, and purpose. Let's commit to practicing these Stoic principles and embracing life's challenges as opportunities for growth. Thank you for watching, and remember, the path to confidence lies in mastering your thoughts and actions.
Grounded and poised, cultivating inner strength. A temperate person, as described by the philosopher Zeno of Citium, remains unmoved by pains or pleasures. While feeling some nerves in social situations is natural, mental toughness ensures that this anxiety doesn't control you. By cultivating virtues like courage, wisdom, and temperance, you build an unshakable core of self-confidence. You stop being at the mercy of social fears and instead operate from a place of inner fortitude. The power of present moment awareness. One of the greatest pitfalls feeding social anxiety is getting trapped in your mind, worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. The Stoics emphasize that the present is the only moment over which we have control. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, confine yourself to the present. When fully engaged in the here and now during social interactions, there is no room for anxious thoughts about what could go wrong or rehashing past embarrassments. Imagine you're speaking with a coworker about an upcoming project. If you're focused on the conversation, truly listening with attention, you cannot simultaneously entertain anxious thoughts like, "What if I say something stupid?" or "I rambled weirdly in the last meeting." These worries simply don't have space to exist when your mind is anchored in the present moment. As Seneca observed, life is divided into 3 periods: that which has been, that which is, and that which will be. Of these, the present is short. Dwelling on the past or fixating on the future robs you of the richness of immediate human experiences. Stoic practices for mindfulness. The Stoics developed effective mindfulness techniques to cultivate present moment awareness, breath awareness. Focus on your breath, the inhale and exhale. Before entering a social situation, take slow, deliberate breaths. By anchoring your mind to the simple act of breathing, you release anxious forecasts and tune into your surroundings. As an old Stoic saying goes, by resisting the mind's first distractions, we combat further disruptions and discipline ourselves to stay focused. Sensory awareness. Engage all 5 senses to root yourself in the present. For example, during a conversation, feel the ground beneath your feet. Look into the other person's eyes and observe their expressions. Listen to the tone of their voice and the ambient sounds around you. This practice helps you escape anxious mental chatter and connect with the vibrancy of the moment. As Chrysippus wrote, "The person who follows reason in every field acts based on accurate perceptions derived from their senses." By consistently practicing these mindfulness techniques, you train your mind to remain present rather than being consumed by swirling thoughts and emotions. The more you live fully in the present moment, the less power social anxiety has over you. Reflecting on social interactions, the Stoics emphasize the importance of self-reflection as a tool for continual growth. Socrates famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Reflection is especially valuable for overcoming social anxiety in the long term. It allows you to identify areas for improvement in your interactions, calibrate your perspective on perceived mistakes. However, reflection is not the same as rumination. Those with social anxiety often dwell on thoughts like, "I sounded so awkward when I tried to make that joke. They probably think I'm weird for not saying much." The Stoics would argue that this mental energy is wasted. As Epictetus reminded us, the crafty person values what is within their control, not what lies outside it. The opinions others form about you, based on a single interaction, are ultimately outside your control. Instead of obsessing over what others might think, focus on what you can improve, how effectively you listened, whether you acted in alignment with your values. After a social interaction, ask yourself, did I act with courage? Did I listen attentively and show respect? Did I regulate my emotions and respond thoughtfully? This kind of reflection helps you grow without being weighed down by unnecessary self-criticism. Final thoughts. By embodying the principles of mindfulness, virtue, and reflection, Stoicism offers a powerful framework for overcoming social anxiety. You can cultivate a sense of calm, confidence, and presence in your daily interactions. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate nerves or discomfort, but to transform your relationship with them. As the Stoics taught, mastery over your mind leads to mastery over your life. Thank you for watching. Begin practicing these principles today, and let the wisdom of Stoicism guide you toward a life of confidence and inner peace. Key takeaways. Dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can influence, your actions, thoughts, and responses. Let go of worries about others' opinions, as they are outside your control. Rational thinking. Question irrational fears with logic. Most social anxieties stem from exaggerated perceptions rather than reality. Virtues for confidence. Live with courage, wisdom, and temperance to build unshakable inner strength. Mindfulness. Stay grounded in the present moment. Use breath and sensory awareness to disconnect from anxious thoughts. Constructive reflection. View social interactions as opportunities to learn and grow. Focus on progress, not perfection. With consistent practice, these strategies will help you transform anxiety into resilience and fear into self-assured action. As the Stoics have shown us, the key to overcoming social anxiety lies in mastering our minds, embracing discomfort, and living in accordance with reason and virtue. Thank you for watching, and may you walk forward with newfound confidence and wisdom. Thank you for watching. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below, sharing your biggest takeaway or any thoughts you have. If you found value in this video, give it a like and subscribe for more inspiring content that applies timeless philosophical teachings to modern challenges. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the wisdom of the Stoics. Until next time, stay resilient, stay mindful, and keep growing. I'll see you in the next video.